it's Cinnamon Cooney, your art Sherpa, and in about an hour I'm going to show you how to paint the Weeping Angel from Doctor Who. It's going to be a lot of fun and really creepy, so I want you to grab your paint and your brushes and come back and meet me at this easel right now. Come on, let's go. Hey, it's Cinnamon Cooney, your...
Okay.
That's perfect. Oh my gosh, did you just love that intro? How are you guys doing? John built that today. We're a little excited about the new season of Doctor Who. We're in no way affiliated with the BBC or sponsored by anybody, anywhere, but really you guys, just the stuff that you guys have doing. Hey, I want to we had a breakfast club going today, and I want to thank everybody in our breakfast club. I know I saw Cindy, and I know I saw Stephanie, and Kim, and Rhea, and Underdog, and Brad, and Mona. Carrie, I think, was in there. There's a group of you guys that YouTube did something to me, and it got me this morning, and you guys were like amazing about it, and then y'all hung out and chatted, and I thought that was the most incredible thing in the universe. And I saw some questions I'm going to be answering today and some things we're going to be talking about. You know, we're doing a Weeping Angel. We're doing it in 2 stages. We're going to do it in daylight painting, and if John can... Hi, Molly! And it sounds tinny.
Does it?
Does it?
Well,
yeah, everybody says tinny.
We'll do what we can to help.
Oh, good Lord. Every day.
Oh, there we go. How about that?
Was that it?
That may have been it. I may have just adjusted the tinniness. I think
Did
I
you?
found it back here. We'll see. Hopefully that'll fix it.
Can you guys tell me if the tinniness is... Thank you. This is a very Time Lordian necklace, I feel. Like this could come from Gallifrey. Nope, they're still saying sound is word. Still loud, sound still word. And then now somebody said sounds odd. No, they just think odd. We're going to get...
Well, what we'll do is we're going to try a couple things here. Let's see if we can back...
We're going to immediately fix this.
Look, we control the horizontal and the vertical.
Do we?
Most of the time.
Most of the time. All right. Sound still strange.
We're still going to work it out.
Now somebody has it okay. Jane W. Sound is blown out. It is too loud.
Okay. That's good to know.
And Mark says it's gotten worse.
It's gotten worse.
So people now will be clicking out. We won't have even made our 2 minutes of getting people to know that they're painting because they'll be clicking out for sound issues. That is our #1 challenge for doing really well on YouTube.
Well, I think...
still buzzy.
It's still fuzzy. I mean, it's showing that we're...
John, you're tinny. Is John tinny or am I tinny?
Yeah, we're going to have to... Just seems too loud. It's much better now.
All right. Good, good. All right. Better now. All right,
Okay.
so I guess we're good. Please don't click out, guys, because we're really good at this. If you've never been here before, we're amazing at showing people who've never painted to paint. We have the best community in the universe here. They're the most supportive, amazing people. Oh, hi, Tinkleweb. On the planet, and I'm just super excited to be able to do something with them. I've got Sippy Sippy tonight. Goodbye.
You know,
today is sparkling sake. Which is a lot like kombucha, so I guess I should have just done kombucha.
Yeah.
The mic dropped.
Well, I think that we'll have to check to see if everything's back here. It looks like it's going out okay.
Cinnamon lost the fuzzy mic cover.
Oh, that's okay. We'll get it back later.
Thank you, Stephanie. I lose that fuzzy mic cover a lot. It's fine. Let's paint. I agree.
That's great.
All right. So, paint today is really, really simple. Oh, wait. John was going to find the glowing angel so you could see what that's going to look like.
I have that up here.
Thank you for loving the hat.
Do you want to see the... Let's see how we can go over to... Which one do you want to see? The glow?
The one that's a glow. So guys, that's going to be, stay through to the end because we're going to take the angel that we showed you at the beginning and we're going to do that to her so she glows in the dark and scares the crud out of you in your own home. Doesn't that sound fun? It's fantastic. I need my words back, John.
So there you go.
Sippy, sippy, happy, tiki, tiki. Oh, no, today, guys, is not the sippy, sippy. To a graveyard girl, wherever she is. We're sippy, sippy. Going pie. All right, so palette today is super simple. It's going to be, and I'm putting it out. John's going to show you. Sometimes I like to squeeze it out where you can see it. Cool. So squeeze from the back of the tube of the paint, press it down into the palette paper and go like this. What am I painting on? If you did not know, this is Strathmore palette paper for acrylic paint. It's cheap. It's everywhere. I put out some phthalo blue there. That was titanium white. I'll put out some burnt sienna. You might notice that I've got liquitex and golden today. Now, does liquitex and golden want to be on the same YouTube show? No, they don't. But you know what? They're pretty much in everybody's art studio. That's just reality. Artists paint with both of them. You're painting pro paints. You're probably painting liquitex and golden. So I've got, I'm going to come back to that, John. I've got phthalo blue, titanium white, dog's-name purple, and burnt sienna. Could not be a simpler palette. And then for after, you're going to need a glow-in-the-dark paint. Now I'm going to hold these up. Glow-in-the-dark paint. If you want to do it after, this is Lucas. I really love this. And this is Martha Stewart, glow-in-the-dark. They both glow in the dark. I really love this one. This one was good too. Sleep with one eye open. A wish for Mona. Yes. I agree. Bonsai. Crazy crafters like bonsai. You paint two paintings and make them look at each other and then they can't get you. Oh, that's really thought out, Jane. So, oh my goodness, new season of Doctor Who. Who do we have back? We know that we've got the Master back. We're going to be introduced to the origin story of the Daleks. I'm kind of excited about it. And definitely a wish for Mona.
Yeah, we'll definitely be putting a wish up for Mona, just to make sure that wish Mona's feeling better.
Yes.
And we have a couple other wishes for some other health, for some other.
We actually have a bunch of health wishes. So let's put our wishes up.
Yeah.
I'm going to be sketching in today's painting with watercolor pencils. I found these at Michael's for $6, so they're economic. And that's my preferred thing to sketch in with. And so I'm going to sketch in these wishes with that. I'm going to use a blue pencil. So we're going to do one for Mona here. Okay. I've got one for Dee, which is actually for her husband, Charles. They met when they were 12, 13. And they've been together this whole time. It's his birthday. It was his birthday on the 15th.
Wow.
So can we all wish Charles a happy birthday?
Yeah.
They're big fans, and we love Charles and we love Dee. So happy birthday, Charles. They've been together. She said this here. They've been together. I can't do math. So, super long time. They've been together a really admirable amount of time. So, woo! So happy birthday, Charles. We have another fast recovery. So we're going to wish Charles a happy birthday here. Belatedly.
Yep.
This canvas is going to be making people well. It's so weird that it's a weeping angel making people feel better. All right. And we're going to also wish that Diane
Yep.
gets, I just heard from her, she just got through surgery, and we just want her to heal quickly. So that's what we're wishing on the canvas. So that's a couple feel better and a happy birthday. I'm pretty excited about that.
Yeah, that's.
And so we're going to just sketch this in.
Okay.
Do you guys feel okay about that? You ready to sketch it in? Get your watercolor pencil. I'm going to use this blue. Do we have an up close cam? We do. How is it set up today? It seems so dark, John.
Well, it's we can come over and try to pull it up, but again, it's just as we zoom that camera in, it's just gonna.
All right.
We'll see what we can do here in a second. I'll swing over and see if we can.
So I'm gonna make, when I sketched her in, what I did is I created, the first thing I did, and I'm gonna take you guys through my sketching process, is a very light oval egg shape. It's more like an egg shape. And I pulled her oval down very far because she's going to be doing this thing, and so she needed to be like that. And then you bisect your oval by half. This is pretty much the basics of how you sketch in any face. I break in the upper third and I come across. I break in the middle third, and then I know right here my mouth is going to exist. It's a weird deal how I do that. That's how life has a question. Does it actually have CAD in it? No, life, I actually had that on my notes because you and everyone were talking about that. And I'm absolutely going to tell you guys all about the CAD. We're going to sketch her in, and then we're going to talk about CAD paint because I have a lot to say about it. But don't worry, there's no CAD on the palette today. So if you're concerned, you're all right. Now on either side of this line, I'm going to arc up an eyebrow, and I'm going to arc up an eyebrow. Down here at this nose line, I'm going to make this little circle right here. Coming off of it, I'm going to make a little arc up, come back, follow that up with an arc, and two kind of hourglass lines come into the nose. That's really all that is. Of course, we're going to have a traceable. But I know some of you guys are working on those drawing skills and like to draw this out with me. This is an almond shape. Do you see that? It sits under the brow. It's just a little almond shape. Just a little almond shape. Okay? And then something I'm going to do is I'm going to curve in right here at the eye. The skull at the eye. And I'm going to come out and bring a cheekbone out. Come out and, well, that's too much of a cheekbone. Don't get it. She went and got implants. She wasn't feeling good with the other angels. And then above my little line that I made, I'm going to make an upward arc. And below it, I'm going to make a little opening arc. And I'm going to come and give her some semblance of some lip. And I'm going to give a little circle here to know where my chin is. Two little jowl lines come out. Inward, kind of parentheses for the neck. How's that looking for you guys?
I think it's looking pretty good.
How should you set up the floor easel? How did I set up the floor easel? How should I or how did I?
Oh, I'll scroll back over there and we can scroll back and see what she had to say.
Okay, well, the masters didn't, Miss Sarah, 999, cadmium paint is relatively new. It's a new color. It's a modern color. So, not a historic color. All right, okay, cadmium paint. Since you guys are on about this. Here is the down low on cadmium paint. Cadmium paint is not really the same thing as the nickel cadmium battery issue for the environment. Right, so we have a lot of concerns about cadmium in the environment. But then the batteries that are going into the environment are a much bigger deal for health and well-being of the environment than the paint. There hasn't ever been a study, and the Danes really did a bunch of them, to connect artist cadmium paint with health issues. Oh, Molly, you have a nice time. Love the painting so far. Come back, Molly, okay? Thank you, Stephanie. All right, so there's health issues. Right? What are those? What it is if you inhale cadmium or ingest cadmium, it causes cancer. Don't eat paint. I tell you guys that all the time. Don't eat paint. Don't eat paint. I wouldn't airbrush with a real cadmium, and I wouldn't sand the heck out of my canvas if I had a lot of cadmium on it. And again, the studies coming in on those health risks don't really correlate it. Just most of us artists are like, if it could maybe cause some cancer, I guess I won't eat it. But it's perfectly safe to paint with. Now, some people, and I covered this in some other episodes, some people can have a cadmium allergy. And they can have a real reaction to it. But they know that. It's like a peanut allergy. It's like a trigger. So one of the things that you can do if you're painting with kids or you're concerned about health issues is you just switch to hue. And the hue is a safer paint for those things. If you were going to be eating paint, definitely switch to hue. Always switch to hue. So now you know. The more you know. That's the current state of cadmium. I may be in 10 years coming back going, we should have never used cadmium. But right now,
yep, we're okay.
You know, yeah, basically common sense. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys a trick for hands. You guys may or may not know him, but there's this artist I was really into in college called Hogarth. And he liked to do extreme perspective, and everything was like this. And John will remember everything was like, yeah, like that. Somebody's doing hashtag don't eat the paint, and I so agree with that. So we're going to do kind of a cheat to create his hand. I'm going to make sure that the cam is really seeing this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come up underneath the cheekbone and a little bit over, and I'm going to make a circle. Diagonally up about 1 inch, I'm going to make another little circle. Across from it, I'm going to make another little circle. Diagonally down, I'm going to make a circle. And you're like, wait, how is this a hand? Diagonally down, make another circle. Can you count the circles? Because you're kind of getting a clue what these are the anchor to. Okay? Now, about 1/2 inch, right? I'm going to make a smaller circle. So these circles were about the size of quarters, but this one is smaller than a dime. These circles are smaller than a dime. I don't know, I'm trying to think what is a like-sized circle that I might have run into. All around 1/2 inch. So here's a circle. And then what you're going to do is you're going to do those inward lines, those backwards parentheses. Backwards parentheses. Backwards parentheses. Backwards parentheses. So you're curving them backwards. They're facing each other. Okay? And then from that, I'm going to make a narrow, pointy, scary looking little triangle. Because girlfriend has been to the salon and got a stiletto manicure. That's what she's done. She's got a stiletto manicure. You doing okay, John? So the voice in the studio is my husband, John. John's in the studio today. I'm joining some lines down to the nails. See that? Where I take the fingers and I join them down at an angle.
Yep.
And then I'm going to come off this, arc out, and then arc back. I'm going to come underneath. I'm going to come to the bottom where the ball and the inward parenthesis connect. I'm going to arc out and then come down. And that's how I just totally cheat and get the hand in.
Yeah, I think it looks pretty good there. You can really see it on the close-up camera. Uh-oh, sippy.
Do you have sippy sippy today? Everyone's saying hi. How doesn't John have a nice, lovely voice?
Nobody said that.
Somebody said it.
Where? No, let's not do that.
In the comments. You read slow. Somebody has eaten 3 sets of earphones.
Probably a dog, I'm hoping.
Yeah. I'm thinking. I hope so.
So, how is are you doing a secret dance? Are you doing a secret dance?
I'm doing the secret dance.
Just is it a random secret dance?
I'm really surprised. A highlight writer. I'm really surprised anyone is in the studio audience today because they're a really creepy painting we're doing
It's a creepy
today.
painting. Yeah, I mean, like we've got it. I'm going to pull it up here just so we can pull it over here.
Show it again. What are we doing? And do you have the one that's not glow in the dark?
Oh, yeah. So I can pull the non-glow in the dark one up here in just a second.
Yeah, just so we remember what we're doing.
Oh.
Yeah, that's on Facebook right now. Remember, you can always go to Facebook at Heart Party. So, Heart Party, and I have those pictures, and if you need to download or print it out or do something so you have a copy of that, generally when I throw up an episode, that's there. And then where does it go? Pinterest. And after this episode, I will edit the materials list, but generally where I had materials and links. Oh, no. Guys, I forgot the most important thing in the universe. How many minutes in are we?
Oh my gosh, we are a few minutes in.
This is a collaboration.
This is great. We can still talk about that.
I'm gonna annotate this at the beginning. Guess what, guys? I'm not doing this alone tonight. Chuck Carson, the animated pencil, who should have been yelling at the beginning, saying, I'm collaborating with you and myself. No, John, not the CAC. Chuck Carson, myself, and Crafts by Two, which is Ken and George, we're all collaborating.
Oh, yeah.
Now, where have I put them? In my iCard. I put them in my iCard, up there in the little iCard. So, it'll pop down as we go, and you probably have seen it pop down. Do you guys know Crafts by Two? Does anybody know Crafts by Two? Because they're awesome.
Yes, yes, of course. We know Crafts by 2.
Well, I know you know Crafts by 2, but I don't know if everybody else knows Crafts by 2. I really like Crafts by 2.
And we know...
And so you click those, and then you're going to be able to... Hi, Ivan. You click those, and you'll be able to go see what it is. Now, I know when I talked to Crafts by 2 earlier, and it's maybe why they're not here in the live show, YouTube was doing that 98% processing hung thing. Hung for all day. You know how it does? Hung. And it just does that for 4 hours. And I don't know if they've gotten through it, but I know that they've created the most incredible Doctor Who project for you guys that you could do and send to relatives and geek out over the holidays and make your own. Is really amazing. And Chuck, of course, has honored the new Doctor, which I don't really know if I agree with Chuck on this.
Oh, yeah, I like the new Doctor. He's pretty cool.
Yeah.
He's growing on me.
He's growing on me. You know, I keep wanting, like, do David Tennant, but he's liking... You haven't seen the eye card? There isn't an eye card? Is there a little eye right here? Does anyone see a little eye? I did put a wish on the canvas.
We have several wishes.
Yeah. Or is the
we'll make sure that those eye cards are there.
All wishes come true. I put them in before I do it. Guess where else I put some links? In the description. So you guys can go, if for some reason iCards and processing have failed on YouTube, if like whatever's going on YouTube is systemic, it's right there. But if you come back later after the live show, it will be corrected because I'm an iCard freaking fiend. So check out Crafts by 2, Ken and George, a hoot and a half, great project. And something to think about to do with your creativity. And check out Chuck. We're going to talk about it again. Sorry, Chuck. Sorry, Ken and George.
Check the animated
pencil. I think I just got so like, I meant to do something like right at the beginning.
We were so excited about getting into this.
Yeah,
this
I think it's what it is. I got so into the angel, I got lost.
And like, you know, we've been, you know, we had our new intro and we were trying to roll to make the show just as good as we could for you guys. And I think that we just got caught up in our own like momentum.
Yes.
But
we did put a pointer on the screen with the hats or the hat. You say my hat is covering up our iCard mark?
That's good, I guess. Sippiness.
Wow, somebody had a connection to the Doctor.
Dude.
Clive 5. He lives in Torchwood. So
that's true. Cambridge or
yeah. So I'm gonna just do kind of a little. I'm not gonna get super serious about it. I'm just gonna let myself know that I've got this weird hair thing I'm doing here. I know you guys hate it when I sketch like that, but it does tell me something about what I'll be doing later.
Can you pull the palette up there a little? The close-up cam up?
Yeah.
There you go. Oh yeah. And
so we can see our wishes.
Yeah, our wishes are up there.
Right. And let's wish Crafts by 2 and the animated pencil luck.
Yes.
Let's all send wishes that for Ken and George that they get their video unstuck, because that's just a thing. I know, Torchwood, right? It's just a thing that YouTube does. It's a weird. It's like when you get stuck on 3 or 4 views, or
it just happens sometimes.
It happens sometimes. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to find. I'm missing. I'm gonna get a 1/2-inch angle brush.
Oh.
Shall I do my QVC thing?
Why not?
I don't know. I'm running really weirdly off time today. My pacing is really off.
No, it's great. Look at that. That's good.
Woo! All right. Okay, and we're going to do a cool thing. We're going to come here and we're going to get a little brown and take it over to our blue. We're going to make a very dark color.
Ooh.
Ooh. All right. And I'm going to come along here and follow these lines. Now you might want to switch to a 1/2-inch bright if the brush is giving you any trouble. And actually I might, because it's giving me some trouble.
Which brush are you switching to there?
1/2-inch bright. I'm not loving the 1/2-inch angle on this. Just not liking it. Happens. I'll use it later to paint stuff in. I'm just not liking its control right now.
Nah. And you just switch brushes whenever you need.
Yeah, switch brushes when you need. Switch live, switch directions, switch when you need. Do you agree? Now, John has something. Well, actually, I got to get this in and then I'm going to have John do this. So come under the eye. I'm going to go darker A bigger, wider line under the eye. And then right here in this corner, I'm going to add a lot of dark right here. This is going to be similar a little bit to the fox. And then we're going to be building up layers to create her stoniness. I'm going to come along this inside curve line down to the ball of the nose. I'm going to paint in these nostrils.
You can pull the camera down there again.
Can we?
Yeah. There you go. Oh, swing it there. Perfect.
I'm painting those nostrils. All right. And I'm going to come paint these little curves, and then I'm going to fill this in a little bit. Very dark shadow here. See that?
Oh, yeah.
And I'm going to take this down to the lip. Then I want you just to paint in the mouth. What's that? What's that? All right, we're going to just paint in the whole mouth. Oh, I'm so excited about what we're going to do, what John and I are going to do after this, I guess, is pick up my daughter from a birthday party.
Mm-hmm.
Happy birthday, Camille!
Happy birthday.
Camille is not watching, but happy birthday, Camille.
She'll watch later.
No, she watches Cupquake and other shows. But her mom might see it. But happy birthday, Camille. We love you. So I'm painted in that mouth. I'm going to come in on the other side, go around the eye again. Again, making it sort of darker here. And what we're doing here is blocking in our tonal steady. What we're saying is we're kind of figuring out our darkest darks and our lightest lights and putting in their basic spaces here. Oh, they're wishing moving the close-ups cam. Somebody says, have you ever thought of moving the close-up cam to the other side of me?
I have.
I guess he has.
The thing is that she's right-handed, so we have to, if we put it over her left shoulder, then there's a lot more between, there's a lot more of, like your shoulders tend to get in the way more
Kim.
brush. So.
Yeah, he's right. And Kim's right. Everyone should be wearing hats while they watch.
Yes, hats would be good.
Spooky house. Stone Angels, Doctor Who. I love it. Share the episode. So we can all be creeped out by the happy Stone Angels from now on into perpetuity. Why should it just be one of us? I'm kind of come around the outline here, and then I'm going to come along these nasal bifolds, is what your doctor would call these. And I'm going to darken them. Now, if she went and saw a surgeon, that's what he would be correcting.
No.
He would be injecting it.
There was a question here asking about the palette paper, and it seems that one of our audiences here, I think it's Shay.
Hi, Shay.
Was saying that where can she find palette paper pads? Every time they ask at
Michael's, Hobby Lobby, maybe not Walmart.
Well, she was saying that they kept trying to sell her wet palette paper.
Well, because they're special.
What you'll have to forgive me. I don't know the difference between wet palette paper and palette paper.
Okay, so there's these things called wet palettes, and you can put paper in them, and it's part of that process, and it's about holding, the moisture in the palette paper being fine. But it's a whole big hot mess. This is just a pad by Strathmore. I don't know if you can see this. It's just sheets of wax paper. They're generally on sale at Michael's, and they're generally, at Hobby Lobby. And all I can tell you is sometimes the store people are not as helpful as they could be. On my Pinterest board, I have my favorite tools and studio things. And thank you, John. And I think I have some of my palette paper pinned there. And it's just everywhere. They're just messing with you. It's like going to the store and them saying, no, we don't have any milk, but we have like soy milk. Which is awesome, but not the same thing.
Right.
So I'm just bringing this darkness down here at the corner of the neck. Right? Now, if you're having trouble with coverage, it could be your paint, could be the amount of water in your brush, could be the gesso coating on your canvas, And it can also be the bristles of your brush. So before you start to just blame yourself for everything that's going wrong, realize there's a lot of other things that could be afoot that could be throwing off your game. So don't give up on your art right away. It's not a big deal. Just have some fun. Today's painting, like, if we can get through this, we're going to take her to the black light and it's going to get fun.
Oh, yeah. Definitely black light.
Use the paper plates and throw them away. Yeah, polystyrene plates, not ecologically sound, but we're using cadmium paint, so clearly we don't care.
Yep. There, you know, some of our community was suggesting paper plates or you know, the disposable plastic plates. Probably most of those would work reasonably well. You want to grab that camera again?
I do. Thank you, sweetheart. We've
But
gone up randomly to the hair. Yeah, as an artist, sometimes it's like I just paint so randomly. You know what I mean? I just paint so randomly. I'm like, oh, just some hair now. I just hop around. If you do that, that's completely normal. You don't have to go see anybody about that. You can be like, I just paint so randomly. And it can be like, yep, that's what we do. I'm just putting in some of these shadows here.
Looking pretty good.
It is. And listen, of course, Chuck, who's the sweetest man in the world, will, if you guys all go click his video and watch his time lapse, his doodle of the newest Doctor, will definitely make a traceable, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
But we'd ask him to do one anyways.
Chuck's been doing a lot of traceables. We're going to have a whole
And, you know, if
here.
somebody wanted to go by and make Ken and George's card and send it to me, I mean, I do have a P.O. box in my banner.
Oh, yeah?
You can send me some handmade Happy Mail. I'll take that, too. It may be fine. The Alicia one might be fine. You just checking it?
Me? No, it's fine.
Okay. All right. So, you know, there we go. Hopefully Ken and George will be recovered and it will still be a good collaboration for them. I usually like to say something right at the beginning of my video when I'm working with somebody else. I just had a moment. Just so excited. But they're big Doctor Who fans too. And they are also very good friends with Melody Lang. So it's a fun whole, like, once you start falling down it, there's a lot of fun in there. This creativity thing, I mean, like, I love the painting, but it goes places. It takes you places. Sippy. What's the sippy tonight, says Flame Gremlin. Bonsai bunny. Blueberry sparkling sake.
Oh.
Right now I'm really into the sparkling sakes.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I've decided it's fermented. It's got to be good for me.
How is I knew you had the lemon previously and a peach.
I had the lemon. I liked the lemon. You hated the lemon.
I was not a fan.
No, you were not. You were not shouting up, saying, give me more lemon.
No.
By any means.
No. I like all different kinds of sake, but not flavored ones.
I'm kind of relaxed tonight, weirdly.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
What is going on with me that I'm relaxed?
It's just a good night.
It's a nice, easy color palette tonight. Yeah. So I'm going to come here and I'm going to go around this knuckle and outline this whole shape. And I'm going to just take this darker paint across half this little finger shape here.
Why don't you pull that close-up camera down again?
Thank you.
Sure.
You're so awesome.
You're awesome.
Yeah, I agree with Rose.
You do? Yeah. Well, you'll have to say, you know.
What Rose was saying is, Saren, someone said embrace failure because you're not going to be great when you start, but every effort, every step forward, you're probably better than you think. Oh my gosh, that is so true. You guys do so much better than you think. You can just so focus in on like the 3 things that you don't like in your painting and miss the 5 things that were amazing.
Ooh. Mona says.
It's a happy mail coming from Seedon. Oh my god. Dude, how do you even... I've mailed out of the country. Thank you, Mona.
So what do you you're just fading half the finger there?
Just half the finger. I'm sorry I got distracted. No, I'm coming across half the finger. Just half, guys.
And you're using those arced
arced little brush strokes that John likes so much that kind of give it a rounded shape. And then I'm going to come in this bisecting line. I don't want to erase everything that I've got here because I need to keep it. So I'll keep a little bit of that white outline. But what I'm trying to do is create my dark shapes. My dark values. And I may come in and put a third in. But I really want to make sure that you guys get to the fun part, which is the black light painting. Right?
Oh yeah, we'll get the black lights on for sure.
I don't know if our co-pilot, we have a co-pilot here today. He's typing as me, John Strappa.
Oh yeah, he's in the
sometimes
control
refers
room.
to himself as Clanger Monkey, so don't worry, I'm not having an identity crisis. It's a whole nother person. And maybe he can go look at Crafts by 2 and see if they've managed to like get the video stuff resolved. So we can say, yes, it is, or it's all good. But it will be. They're super professionals, and it will be.
So
now I'm just, if you see this, like I'm leaving, like, this is a weird little thing I'll do. I'll leave a little bit of this line here just so I know where it was.
Oh, yeah.
That's how I do that.
So Kim was saying that we should put a hat cam on you.
We have a GoPro. We could so do that.
We could, you know, the trick is how do I get the GoPro to wirelessly feed into the system? I'll work it out.
All right. If I add a little dioxazine purple to this mix and my brown and my blue, right, I get the most incredible rich indigo. And what I can do when I have that is come where I left that little white line, come back up in it. Do you guys see this? And I'm going to bring in this dark, dark color.
Oh.
We're going to be making a lot of this color. This is actually quite a complex color.
So can you remix some more of that for me?
Yeah, so we're going to take a little blue, a little brown, and come over and grab a little purple.
Okay, cool.
It looks amazing. I'm intimidated by the painting. I get how that gets, guys. Like, I'm intimidated by some art projects too. But sometimes you've just got to jump in and you just got to be like, you know, however it works out isn't really the important thing of what I'm doing here. It's just that I had the journey of doing it.
Yeah.
I have been talking to Maricha, the Junk and Data girl, about somehow bringing the Creative Arts Collaboration art game to our community so they could play too.
That would be fun.
Wouldn't that be fun? And that's a lot about how to work through those feelings and just being like, I'm just going to jump in and I'm just going to do this art. I'm going to enjoy the journey. It is a complex color. So she can move it from hat to hat. They're really into the hat cam idea. I feel like that's just another level of nausea cam.
I think it's gonna work out.
I've got YouTube up.
So yeah. Crafts by 2 is another channel that we're good friends of ours that we're collaborating with, right?
Yes.
And you can check out their stuff. We'll have them available in the iCards as well as Chuck Carson's. Is that right?
Yes.
And was there anything else you'd like to?
No, I was just hoping they got it up because that's that thing. You and I have been through that where the video gets stuck processing. You guys have no idea the stress and pressure of being a YouTuber.
Oh yeah, it's
no idea. I'm gonna move back to that 1/2-inch angle brush.
Okay. Just
temporarily. And I'm going to come into this color that I mixed, this deep color. I'm gonna add a little white to it.
Now it looks like you put a lot of water in that.
It's the brush carried a lot of water, and what I'm looking for is about an olive oil consistency.
Ah, okay.
Right? I might add a little brown to that because I'm feeling like it's a little Home Depot-y mixed. And I'm going to start coming in and doing some other values. I'm going to paint in on her face this sort of weird putty gray.
You have to pull the close-up camera back up on you.
I will do that. Thank you. So there was a story somebody sent in that I was wondering if John, we can't tell you her name, but she wanted to share the story with the community.
Yeah.
Because she felt like it might really help somebody out there, maybe watching tonight, maybe watching in the future because we leave these up, who might be getting some real negativity in their lives about their love of creativity. Can you read that story, John, while I paint in her face this gray?
Sure. Let me, I have to look at the other screen here, so I'll make sure that you get some paint. Then I'll go over and, So it says, "Hey, sweetie, just wanted to say that I'm so happy that I found you. And since that day, I've been debating if I should share my story. When I was young and I saw a painting of an artist, a locally famous man called Herman Brood, he made temporary art, I think, and I told my family I liked one of his works. For the life of me, I can't remember which one it is, though. Let's see here. And my family just tore me to pieces. They asked me who did I think I was? Was I more than them? Liking some junky, dumb persons. There's some
Cuss
colorful
words.
words in there. So
That we're editing just in case you're watching with kids.
Clearly her family really didn't think a whole lot of that artist, though. And asked if did I think that she was more than them? Only stupid upper class people could like that kind of artwork. And how did I ever dare to look at art again or say anything about, God forbid, should I start to paint? And the same with, she also wanted to become an eyeshadow lady or a makeup artist. So to make a long, hard story short, at 40, I became a certified makeup artist and just recently started to watch people who paint. And just a couple of hours ago, I did my first painting with an image being recognizable. And my dear Cinnamon, thanks is to you.
Now, wait.
Oh, it says
There's more?
Basically, that she hopes that you would be able to go forward with the story and share it with other people, and hopes that they would recognize that that you should overcome bullying. And she's just so grateful that you could keep posting these up.
So I also want to say hi to Debbie, Rose, Sandra, and Ben. So hi, guys. It's good to see you. I'm glad you made it. Hang in, because we're going to take this all the way through to its finished painting. And we're going to go blacklight. John can show you what it's going to look like. You can throw up the blacklight and the finished painting. As for the anonymous letter, I imagine a bunch of us in the world that you might be out there and somebody might have really come in and literally rained on your parade. That's a light saying, but it's really not a light experience, is it? When you find connection to something and people that you love and trust tell you that it's stupid, whether it's family members or it's teachers or it's spouses or it's friends, when the people that you love and trust tell you that what you value has no meaning, it's like they're telling you that you have no value. It's an extraordinarily unempowering experience. I'm so excited that she got painting. I'm so excited that she decided to do what she loved to do. I hope you will find what you love to do and do it anyways, even if somebody tells you that it's meaningless.
Yeah.
For sure. John, can you share the painting for the new people who've come in?
I can. We'll pull back up here. So this one, when it's done, should this is what it'll look like in white light. And then let's see if we can get it in black light. So there you go. And this is really not a very, very big palette today either, is it?
No, it's phthalo blue, polyethylene blue, green shade.
Mm-hmm.
It is titanium white, burnt sienna, and dioxazine purple. And so it's a very limited palette, and also a glow-in-the-dark paint. There's a bunch of brands. I'm going to use Lucas, but there's a ton of just craft brands and stuff that are labeled glow-in-the-dark, and I'm using the just plain glow-in-the-dark, which is going to give me a really creepy green glow for what is a weeping angel.
Ooh.
And you could go by my Facebook page, you can go by Instagram, you can go by Twitter, you can go by a bunch of things to get more information and talk to more members of the community. Pinterest. I'm going to correct the description, but that usually has a materials list for this. Right in the bottom if you push the more button.
Oh, yeah. Hidden down there.
Hidden.
We keep
I like to
hidden.
hide it, and YouTube's just... at some point, at some point they'll pay attention to what we're doing here and be like, boy, they really attack our description box a lot. And we love YouTube.
You're going to pull your close-up camera back down there?
Yeah, thank
right.
you. So I'm just, and one thing I want to say is, I don't have a very, even though this might look from a distance like it's a very even toned paint with no you know, swirls or textures. It's actually quite textural. And I'm just trying to get, what I'm doing is creating an underpainting, a tonal underpainting. And I'm doing it without an acrylic colored ground, which means I need to get so much paint on for this to work. Need to seal the canvas with paint.
I'm not sure how you managed to move the close-up camera out of the area you're about to go paint in. So now you should go finish the bottom of the lips.
I really should. Well, it was like when we left Creator Day and you were just watching me drive the wrong way on the one-way street. There's a lot that happens in my day. I'm having a moment all the time. I've just embraced it.
North is relative.
How's our music? Do we have music jams going on right now?
There's some music cruising in the background.
Because you picked out some really great music.
There's some okay music.
I'm so proud of you. We use premiumbeats.com. That's where we get our music.
And audio blocks.
And audio blocks.
Yep.
Yeah, we love audio blocks and video blocks.
Yep, we use that a lot. A lot of the, actually, all of the intro is constructed largely using pieces from there.
Fellow YouTubers, that's, if you're ever wondering, like, where do they get all those clips? They're not getting in trouble.
So now you have moved down. You want to go ahead and?
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying, and I acknowledge and validate your point.
Hey, it's really it's not hard. We just turn around and ask you to move it. It's okay.
I mean, I'm going to go up to the hair. Well, all right. I'm going to see what it is. I don't want to switch brushes yet. Right? I'm trying to avoid, if you're wondering why I'm skipping around, is I'm trying to find all the places I can do this work in right now without changing this brush. Because once I start working the smaller space, like the hands and the lips, I've got to go to my 1/2 inch bright. Now,
Gotcha.
I don't know if you guys can see this, but like I'm having some issues with how the paint is. Can you guys see that? With the coverage there, where it's skipping over the tooth of the canvas.
You can see it.
So what that is that this canvas came from Michaels. It's very inexpensive. I don't spend a lot of money per dollar on canvas. And I don't always stop and pre-gesso my canvases. Again, they shouldn't need it because they have a coat of gesso, but if I wanted to have a smoother painting experience, I might need to re-gesso it. Just a little something that I could go through.
So, yeah. Where it's where's your there you go.
I'm just looking at what everyone's
You're always
saying.
looking at the
Debbie hears no music.
Oh, I'll pull the music up a little bit. I'm don't worry, I'm watching the channels too.
Yeah, you're watching. I know. I'm just
out
seeing. It's not that I don't still trust you. We didn't give me your guys' chat. I just was curious. It's all it is I just was curious. I totally trust John to handle the chat. I believe in you, John.
Oh, good.
You lost your sippy sippy and replaced it with peanut butter cups, Teresa. I am envious of Teresa.
What kind of sippy sippy
Hi,
do you have?
Nikki! Nikki!
So.
She would stay, has not painted in years, but she painted the sunflowers in Starry Night and found her love of painting again.
Yeah.
Awesome. And then you came back for Weeping Angel.
And she would stay.
We have other cute canvases.
We have a lot.
The wooden bits. Are you curious about the wooden bits, Jane?
What wooden bits?
Is anyone curious? I'm curious to know if you guys are curious about the little wooden bits that come with your canvas.
Oh, those.
Does anyone wonder? I'm a sippy while you guys ponder that and the time lapse thing. Don't click away. You don't want to. You're going to love this painting.
Yeah, this is a good painting.
I don't know how. Is it a minute or is it? Hi, Sherilyn. Hi, Brandy. Hi, Pink Stamper Girl. Still Flame Gremlin. Love that. Rose and Stephanie. Well, let me know if they're curious. I'm going to keep painting.
Okay, yeah.
I just had to sippy there.
Well, you just take hey, we can always take a sippy break.
Well, I mean, we got a lot of painting to do.
Well, there's a lot of painting to do.
There's a lot of painting to do. That's the thing is we gotta figure out our show pacing, so we can make this hour-long show thing work on YouTube.
You know,
just to confuse them.
YouTube does. You know, we don't have to be an hour long.
I do not get the wooden bits. I don't get them. Yes, the wooden what? It's supposed to be structures. All right. So what it is when you buy like a canvas like this, sometimes there's a little package. Hi, Sherilyn. There's a package with little tiny wooden triangles. And what are those for? Those are called keys. And what it is you can hammer them in here, and what it's supposed to help you is, say you've got a ripple in your canvas. Because the drum got off square, that's how you can square them back up.
Yeah, just
That's
take
what they
care
are.
of that.
I'm just saying. I mean, you wouldn't know. If you didn't know, it'd be just like, what are these extra wooden bits for? Why do they keep putting them in all the canvases?
You're supposed to collect them.
No, I've known people who did. I've known people who had jars of those that had no idea what they were for.
It's for an
Just
art,
like jars.
future art project.
That's right. Square it up if the canvas is loose.
I
That's
think-
right. And most canvases are off square.
I think that you have about an equal number of those little triangles as you do Starbucks stir cups.
I was
stir
thinking I was
sticks.
going to have to do an art project.
Using those two things.
Hi, Dav Key and Aaron. Hello, all my hardest friends. Hey, it's the hardest. Hey, I love my hardest family. Because when you follow your art, you will never be lost. Did you just laugh at my wisdom? I feel like I heard a laugh.
Nope. No laughing
No,
on my
no?
part. Nope.
No, because, you got to live here. You got to live here every day.
I do. I like living here. I get to live here every day.
Get to live here every day. We have cute kids.
We do.
Mine are in a jar. Yeah. What? Because you
You
don't
put
want
your
to throw them
kids in
out.
the jar?
Kids in a jar?
No.
Yeah. Put your kids in a. No. No.
You save your wooden bits in the jar.
Yeah. Such a fun day. It was fun doing the collab yesterday.
Yes, that was incredibly cool.
Yes. I worry about that we start these out with bad sound and how many people we lose in the first couple of minutes because we don't have good sound. We got to get our sound worked out.
I tried. I spent an
I know,
hour
like for
today.
hours.
I spent an hour today just messing with the sound, trying to figure out how to get balanced. And so, I read the manual. I did it according to the book. It all said that, like, all the meters were all good. And I get on here, and it's just like, didn't work. So,
Yeah.
but I've taken some notes, and I think I see some stuff we're going to try next
Hi,
time.
Rhea. Rhea was a Breakfast Club person. Is Spider a real nickname? No, Spider is a name.
That's a
Hi,
legit.
Panda. I do art tutorials. Yes, you do. 90 watching?
Wow,
Stay.
90 people watching.
Because if you stay, we're going to go blacklight painting. It'll be so fun.
Or we'll go blacklight without you.
Yeah, and you won't know.
And you won't know, but you should
won't
stay.
be part of the awesome live blacklight.
You'll miss out on the
You'll
blacklight.
miss out
Don't
on the
go.
blacklight.
Don't do it.
Don't.
Click like, comment, subscribe. Stay here.
Stay here, never
Be
go.
part of the family.
Never leave.
We need you. We need to have everyone looking at the canvas from now on, so that no one blinks. So
Don't blink. Oh my God, that's right. You guys are keeping me alive, aren't you?
we have to have like everyone, all the people live watching this to keep us from getting.
Hi, Tangled.
Whoa.
Deshaun. Oh, Jesus. Sorry. Excuse me. I apologize.
You were not expecting to have your own
I
canvas.
was not. I did not mean to do that. I apologize deeply. The Breakfast Art Club was awesome. Yeah, but you guys are keeping me alive, and clearly I'm a little bit nervous. Right? Spider-Man, a moped live tomorrow with the ArtSherpa. Yes, you guys watch her while I paint her so I can sippy. I met Graveyard Girl. If you missed yesterday, I met her.
That was awesome.
It was super awesome.
I thought that was totally cool.
I finally found Bunny. Aaron, did you not know about her? She's so cool.
Dude, she's like all over the internet.
She is the internet. She does it her way, like Frank Sinatra.
And what was actually really cool is I got to meet Dogman.
Yes,
and-
John got to meet. Yeah, tell him about that.
Well, so it's really cool. So there are significant others who
Aw.
help support YouTubers, and it's just interesting as I got to, as we've grown up, I've watched Bunny's channel to learn a lot about
Thank you, Debbie.
how they've done YouTube stuff. So in the process, you get to sort of see, I got to see Dogman being there even though he wasn't there. So when I got to talk to him, it was kind of interesting to be like, hey, asked him some questions. He was really nice. So
He was.
yeah, I really liked him. I thought it was really cool.
He was when I was like standing behind Bunny Meyer and just standing there way too long, and it got to that awkward stage. It got hi Bernadette.
Oh, is Bernie out there?
Yeah, Bernie's
Hi,
here.
Bernie.
It got really awkward, and he like kind of turned around, and I was like, "Is it okay?" And he was like, "Yeah, it's totally fine." Made me feel so much better. They were the nicest. They were the nicest, realest people, and it was like in a room of real people. They were the realest people.
Yes, it was.
Yeah,
but
you notice that everyone is keeping me alive.
Yes, they're holding.
Thank you.
Yes, don't blink.
I am packing these paintings up. John gets to keep everything, but these go in the closet. They're not even out for Halloween. Seriously, this is the Doctor Who monster I'm the most afraid of.
So I've got a slab poured in the backyard for my TARDIS, and she won't let me put an angel statue in the backyard.
I would never go in my backyard again. That will just be it for the whole yard.
So the TARDIS will just be my compressor and pump housing.
And I don't have psychotherapy money. I gotta paint to feel better, and painting, this is not working through my fear of weeping angels at all.
But you have an audience here.
I really honestly, I think it's that I believe that them watching this keeps her trapped in this video.
That's kind of cool.
Though if I start losing audience members, that's not going to be cool at all. We'll wake up like, 500 years ago. Which, having watched Outlander, I'm not into the idea of anymore.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know what would be fun, though?
What?
Is that we could create a new YouTube channel and get an angel statue and put it out there and have it broadcast live all the time just to see how many people were ever out there watching it at once.
Yeah?
And we could set it up so that we could have something cool happen.
Oh,
We could do some fun stuff with that.
You
Live
trip me
YouTube
out.
playing.
I'm excited about like trying to do the art game with them.
Yes, the art game would be fun.
Yeah, that's a lot about losing your fears about perfection. And just doing art for the sheer joy of it. And like I said earlier, again, no therapy money, so, I got to paint to work through it.
Yeah. But this one's turning out really nice.
I'm happy with her.
Yeah.
For being completely afraid of her. And I'm like one of those people, like, I was so afraid of the dark, I would take, like, a full court beating from my dad, really seriously, rather than go out at night. I was like, yes, no, like, it can get all real up in here, because I'm not going outside at all. It was some pretty bizarre stuff. Sorry, Dad. I have a good dad.
It was great.
He's a great dad. What's the art game? Change the battery pack. Change the battery pack.
Okay,
Something needs a battery pack change.
It just got knocked loose. I saw it too.
So, my dad, the game is this. You come in, you have like a sketch pad and some watercolors or pens or just simple art materials. And, I might do it on a canvas because I'd be here, but you just get simple stuff. And there's a round robin where each person gets to shout out an object, and you have to include that object in the painting or doodle or coloring pad or whatever. And there's an amount of time, and when the timer goes off, y'all show your work. And it's really fun.
And we're having some of those games you can play.
And we're thinking that might be fun to do. We're going to have some people come in on Skype and play with us. I think we'll get Claire, and I'm hoping, we might kidnap Bernadette. She may or may not come. Secret said she'd come, and Claire said she'd come, and Maricha said she'd come.
Ooh.
Which, by the way, Claire Stuckey's also an admin that somehow I weirdly left out of the admin list yesterday. That's why she called.
Oh, ha.
Yeah. She was calling because she's like, I too am an admin. I worked my bottom off.
Hold on just a second here. I'm going to go over and...
Me too. So you see how we're getting that in? She's sort of blocking in, right? And I'm going to make sure... Did it just come off? It's plugged in. We have lost... I'm going to sippy. Oh, it's kind of viewer directed. Yes, it's a little bit like our viewer directed, but you guys need to also play, and we're going to have some meeting place where you guys show us all the artwork.
We'll probably have it so that we can share it up on Google Hangouts.
Yeah.
And I may see if we can bring some live feed stuff in here. So we're going to work on some shenanigans.
So it's going to be you playing with me like we're doing a paint-in, but virtually.
Yeah, and then
goofy, and we don't care about the result. We don't care.
And of course, we're going to work on, once we get, if that works out, we may see how that works into the app stuff.
She is scary, Sherilyn. Are you looking at her? Are you watching her? Sippy, you haven't lost anyone.
Yep.
Wow. Have we shown them what they get to do at the end?
Do you want me to pull it up?
I don't know. Just had a lot
You're not going to scream again, are you?
I'm going to not blur. It just freaks me out. The screen, she looks at me. Hi, Underdog. Hi, Mary. Underdog is part of the Breakfast Club.
Oh, yeah.
So the Breakfast Club is if you come really early before a broadcast and just chat with your friends all day in the chat.
It's true. We sort of have this...
I don't even know if YouTube tracks that that's going on.
Yeah, we have sort of some hangout. Oh, we can zoom back in on it now. It's wide, so you'll have to... There you go. Ooh, zoomed in big. You're super zoomed in. Mm-hmm. Whoa.
I like it.
Okay. Just don't forget to move
No,
it
remind
around.
me. That's what you're here for. You're my teammate. Right?
Absolutely. I'm going to run out there and make sure I get that thing on autofocus well for you.
Okay.
Let's actually do an okay job right now.
Okay, so we've got that blocked in, and we just need to do the dark tones, and then it's actually, believe it or not, pretty quick to the end once it's a fun thing.
Yep.
So I will, I'm gonna, there we go. That's where our wishes were from earlier today. Make sure you put your wishes in your canvases.
We can still see them up there.
Yeah, you gotta have wishes. I have wishes. Remember, I wish to meet Bunny, and I did.
You did. That was awesome.
I did. That
and
wish
it was
fully worked.
And that was just out of the blue too. Like,
I wonder how weirded out she would be like to know that I wrote a wish on a canvas to meet her before. That's just. I wonder if she's like, well, she seemed like a nice lady, but wow. But she's sort of spiritual and goofy and fun, so she might be completely okay with it.
I think
actually,
probably.
Honestly, she was the most forgiving, allowing, connected person ever. My mom the whole time was like, oh my goodness, she's so nice and funny.
Mona is out there saying that she's not going to blink until I tell her she can.
Oh, thank you, Mona. Get eye drops, though. Get self-lubricating drops.
You know, as long as I think that she can probably blink, it's just not everyone can blink at the same time.
Yeah, I'm thinking that I've created like a sort of like The Ring kind of video here that we could create a whole. This could be what we do our murder mystery video thing on.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because we've created like maybe an urban myth a little bit. Like you watch this video, but someone always has to be watching the video, or everybody who watches the video gets transported back in time. You guys could make like video responses where angels are chasing you. You don't have to do any of this, but you guys can make response videos where like angels are like chasing you because you watch this video. And maybe we could create a whole like YouTube urban myth that turns out to be real. Ooh. Dun dun dun.
Well, you know, I think Mark was saying that we're about 45 minutes until the show, the new episode airs. So
I know.
We're gonna have just enough time to wrap this up. Well, yeah, we'll have just enough time to wrap this up, and then everyone can jump out there and see the new episode.
Right?
Isn't that fantastic?
Right. And guess what? It's a hand-centric episode, so her hand will be extra creepy to you later.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna come adjust that little camera real quick.
All right. Is it just too? It's not. I feel like we're really seeing it. You think it's too zoomed? Yeah. All right, fine. I like zoomed in. See the paint, hear the brush. I'm always like thinking of fun stuff to do with you guys. Like it's really like first of all, live is super entertaining.
We like it.
Yeah. I mean, it's like okay, like whatever happens to videos after we put them up because it's so fun to be with y'all here. Cool time travel.
And I really like all the technical.
We should all start tweeting the streams at Bunny. Yeah.
No, I think
I don't know how that would work. I don't know
don't-
if she'd be like, because she liked my Instagram post. She liked it, and I really appreciated that.
I think that we'll end up.
Now, however, Rob from Threadbanger, you can go harass him on my behalf until the end of time. Even though I love him, even though I think he's the most awesome person ever, I gotta say to Rob is Mod Podge doesn't do that. Rob, stop. That's not what Mod Podge does.
No, I see.
So you can totally tweet at Rob.
Rob's got to come down here to Texas where we can show him about trucks and barbecue. I think that he'll enjoy it.
No, but I think we protect Bunny from like all stress everywhere. Because you know what? She does her channel all by herself. We learned that.
Yeah, she's hardcore.
She's hardcore. She does it all by herself. She
Yeah.
answers everything all by herself. She responds to everything. Oh, bless you, John Strappa. She responds to everything all by herself. She's actually, pretty impressive. I don't know, like, why I'm saying, like, Rob somehow deserves less courtesy.
Rob. Poor Rob.
But we all basically know it's true, right?
Yeah. You know what?
Corinne, however, I would completely leave unscathed.
Well, I think that I think that it'd be fun to go hang out with Rob and Dogman personally. I think that would be
totally hang out with Dogman. That was the chillest man ever.
Yep. We broke 100
We broke when?
just now. Look at it. We have a choir of 100
Do
break.
the secret.
Do the secret dance.
Do the secret. Woo! And there comes the thumbs down.
Wah, wah.
You sang in your video and you suck. Well, I mean,
Close
there's
up.
another channel for good singing.
Close up camera. Close up. Close
Miranda
up.
does it all the time. She sings. I only see 96. I see 98. I see 99.
It's up and down. They come and
It's
go.
up and down. They heard me sing and left. I could get this down to 2 if I start singing 4 Non-Blondes. Claire and I have tested that before, and it's a real room clearer. People are like, no, we don't want to know what's going on. You can sing Let It Go till the cows come home. You start to sing Let It Go, what's going on, and people go. They're like, let me tell you what's going on. We leave. That's what's going on.
Yeah.
I was surprised they got away with it in the wild.
But yeah.
Like, some people are really into Eat, Pray, Love, and John can tell you I'm all about the wild. I don't know what it is about that movie, but I'm like, that set it off for me.
Yeah.
Just did. I completely got everything about that. And John, this is John watching the wild. Are you guys ready? This is John. Oh, ow, ow. No, don't pack your pack like
No,
that.
don't.
What is she doing? Is she going to do that for... She doesn't have the right butane. Oh, my God. The whole movie.
Yeah. Well, I'm an Eagle Scout. I camped. I went everywhere. And so it's like, I'm just kind of half paying attention to the movie, and it starts up, and there's this nice young lady walking across the desert with like this huge backpack bigger than her. I'm like, what is going on?
The Eagle Scout in John exploded.
My little brain just was like going, no,
John
no,
watching
no,
that
no, no, no.
was the best thing ever. He's like, don't get in the truck. Stranger danger. I swear he put his daughter in that backpack in his mind. When she threw her shoes, that's why he got sucked in.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, look, she's on a hike. And she threw her shoes off the hill. And he's like,
That's bad. That's very
why are you
bad.
throwing your shoes?
Don't show the other shoe.
Don't know the other shoe. You have one good shoe. It was so good.
You had to get your close-up camera there again.
I'm sorry. The silence would be a great creepy painting. We could go through
All the Who monsters.
who is painting. Bernadette actually had never heard of Doctor Who, but one of our admins, Yosi, is a huge Doctor Who fan. If you check out our channel, the Yosi Creative, she's really into it. She's built a TARDIS in her house and stuff. And so Bernadette's learned all about the Doctor from everyone around her. She's like, I don't want to know about this Doctor. Auntie Bernie. Woo!
Bernie's out there.
Bernie. Rose. The silence is creepy, yeah.
Yeah, Rose brought up a good point. I think that we should be shooting for 200 now. We've hit 100. We need to shoot for 200.
The YouTube people, when they looked at our channel, they were like, I don't understand what we're looking at.
We don't. You don't do don't do videos that are an hour and 20 minutes long.
They're like, having a longer video doesn't give you longer watch time.
You should break it up into a lot of smaller videos.
They were like, you could totally break it up into 20-minute little chunks. And I'm like, nobody wants to dig through 55 million videos.
No.
They can barely find the 26 full lessons they have right now. I'm switching to a smaller brush, a 1/2 inch.
Yeah.
Right, which I need to get my brights from my mom.
Yeah, you
have a TARDIS nightlight that your niece made for your birthday, Stephanie?
So Stephanie has has an awesome niece.
Back witching might help me a little bit. Hi, Yasani. Flame Gremlin says 150. There's not 150 in the room, though. Because that would be crazy.
Next goal, I think.
It would be cool, though, if and I'm not saying this could ever happen, but it would be cool if, like, we were ever in here and Graveyard Girl watched. That would be crazy.
That would be awesome.
That would be insane. I wonder if she has a secret YouTube account so she can go out like the Prince and the Pauper.
I'm sure.
Right? It just occurred to me right now. She could have been here and been like, oh no, that lady's insane.
Yep. Just like,
She's just some regular person out on YouTube regularly. That just occurred to me now, so that's how covert I am.
No, I kind of expected that we would have to make another alias account for you in not too long.
No, I will always just be me.
You think?
I will always just be me.
Well, of course you'll be you.
No, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I can, I'll always just be me. I love, like, I go to sometimes other people's live events, like I go to my mom's or Angela Anderson's.
Yeah.
And I like, the only thing that's weird about it is sometimes, like, I'll say hi and everyone's like, hi, Simon, hi, I love the Sherpa. And I'm like, it's about Angela right now. All the love at Angela.
That's what you're supposed to.
But Angela's pretty awesome.
Yeah,
I was
Angela's
so
awesome.
excited when I messaged her and she messaged. I get so excited when anyone else on YouTube talks to me.
It's so nice to connect to other creators, though. You know, because it's like you learn stuff and like it's nice to just meet other people where you can go YouTube. It's
Watch the fingers twitch. No, you watch them.
Yeah, they do.
Don't make short videos. No, we're not gonna. We've decided. You know what?
And we're not
you
gonna split them
can
up.
thank Graveyard Girl. You can go to Graveyard Girl's channel and thank her for this. She flat out told us all at Creator Day just to basically right in the face of YouTube and everybody else in the sweetest way she could possibly do it, being all adorable. She was like, basically like, do your passion and be passionate about it, and the people that are passionate about it will find you and it'll be fine. And that was her hardcore advice.
Which was good, and then
Yeah.
you know,
I'm taking that to the bank. So whatever happens now, we can totally blame Bunny.
There we go.
And a little bit Lindsay, because Lindsay was like, you need to upload more. She did, remember?
Yep, you do.
She's like, you need more uploading.
You need to broadcast live more often.
She did. She didn't say live. She just said put more stuff up.
No, I'm telling you, you need to broadcast live more often.
Loved her Love Fall art video.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Oh my goodness, she did a charcoal moon. I'm sure you guys have all seen it. I like flipped out because I was so into charcoal in school. John can tell you remember when it was like all about the charcoal for me?
Oh yeah.
And rolls of paper and sticks of charcoal and like I was like clouds of dust. I looked like I was a chimney sweep. And yet you still dated me.
You were always so cute. You had your overalls on.
My overalls.
Remember your overalls? You always wore these overalls with Disney characters embroidered on them.
Disney overalls. Man, I opened and closed the Disney store.
We did.
I did. It was a serious thing. Back to my 1/2 inch angle. I opened and closed that Disney store. Oh, so Rose Ryan says you should always do your thing, Cinnamon. There's enough variety on YouTube for everyone to find what they're passionate about.
That's absolutely true.
What is it? What did they say? 40 years a minute?
Oh gosh, yeah. There's so
Or
much.
was it a day? It was 40 years. It was some crazy amount.
Some ridiculous.
Distrappa, do you remember? No. And that's all he says the entire broadcast. And I don't know why I've just brought that in on the cheek, but I have.
What's that?
That line, which I didn't move the camera for.
Oh, we caught it on the other camera. So why don't you explain what you did there?
So what I did is I wanted to pull some of this darker color across the cheek, and so I just pulled it in there.
Ah.
Because I'm going to feather this in because I want her to be coming out of a dramatic lighting. She's dramatic. Keep watching her, guys. I want to live. I made her too good. She's going to get me. And I'm kind of disrespecting my lines that I drew in earlier, but I like it. Disrespect your own lines. And then respect them again. Because it's your canvas and you're in charge.
Yay.
Yay. I know I'm not in charge of my kids, so at least I'm in charge of one place.
We have to say thank you to Mona and Rhea, who are up at like 2:30 in the morning over there on the other side of the planet.
How? Oh my God, you guys are amazing.
And thank you for everyone.
Jane actually set an alarm to watch.
Oh, wow. Thank you, Jane. And thank you to everyone for tuning in with us.
Yeah.
You know, you guys showing up make it possible literally for us to do what we're doing here, and we love to do it. So thank you very much.
Very, very much. And we're going to keep trying to keep these uploads. We're going to try to get more calendar stuff up where we're more predictive than we've been this week.
And we can promise here over the next you know, impending months, next couple months, we're gonna have our schedule up much more consistently. We'll be able to predict our broadcasts. Cinnamon's app will be coming out.
Saskatchewan, Canada, says Sandra.
Ah.
And Flint, Michigan. Michael Moore. Sorry. Don't forget. Oops. 8:30 at 7:27 in New Mexico. Bernadette's in New Mexico too.
Oh, yeah.
New Mexico rocks.
We're gonna have to go visit Aunt Bernie out there in New Mexico and
we gotta
see
visit everybody
for ourselves.
Anyone else in Arizona? My grandmother lived in Havasu. I've been on the London Bridge and had a carb candle.
So I'm gonna go over and look at our
2:26 a.m. here. Oh, Pete! Wow, that's so early.
We're getting pretty close.
They're too scared to go to sleep. Oh, stop doing that, John. There's a screen in front of me, and every time he sees me relax, he puts up the scary person. Stop it. You really have to. I'm never giving him images again. Sim is spoiling us. We'll be expecting daily videos.
Hey, I
John
agree.
would do it. That's about the level that Bob worked, if you think about it, though.
You know, at some point, we'll be able just to do that.
Yeah.
We're working on it. It may take us a little time to get our stuff to go together.
Something's beeping.
Oh, I know what it is. It's the other camera. Hold on a second.
Wait, all the men on the cameras are all dying. South Carolina. I love the Frugal Crafter. She's great. Paint her watercolors with you. Oh, yes. Check out her charcoal, her latest charcoal. 7:30 p.m. Did anyone know if the Crafts by Two ever got their video? They're going to get it up. So wherever you are, whenever you check. No, Doctor Who. So that is totally not their fault. I'm sure they're freaking out because I had pre-announced them and put them under all this pressure. So you guys have got to go by and give them some love or something. Because it is never fun as a YouTuber that you make your video, you edit your video, you put titles in, you put all this stuff in, you write descriptions, you figure out the tags, you go to upload it, and then YouTube goes, eh. I mean, YouTube is amazing and it's free, but it's a ginormous entity.
Yes.
So make sure you give them some love. Hopefully, go by and check them out. And they're going to have a Doctor Who one up. They're going to get it up. I'm sure they're going to shout me out and it's going to be all good. And we had Chuck until then. And it's just a thing that happens to YouTubers. So I just don't want them to be stressed out at all.
And by the time this is in the on-demand.
Yeah, but they'll get there again. They do this all the time, and this just happens to YouTubers.
We are YouTube professionals.
We're YouTube professionals. They're total professionals. Can't you tell from the tinfoil hat?
That's right.
And they are friends with Ian that you guys met last night, the Off Kilter Crafter.
Yeah, Ian's been in here on the channel. He's been saying hello. I saw him earlier.
Ian was here. He was so fantastic to have here. So I'm going to get a little more blue into this, and then I'm going to come get some white. I'm going to make not a light color, but a lighter color. Just gotta find it. I'm having a little trouble finding it.
What are you finding?
I'm looking for a grayed out blue.
Oh.
Look, and then I wipe out my brush, and then
You're just all over the place.
I'm all over the palette today.
Okay,
but
so
now I found it.
You should really help our audience
I
know
should.
how
So
you
what it
found
is that I'm looking for when I do this, when I'm like here and I go here, is I'm looking for a blue that's like a marble or a soft cement, and it's weird. It's like a feeling.
Can you pick the
color
palette up?
mixing is like a feeling. Huh?
Pick the palette up and show it on the main camera. Yeah, see that? Then you can see up there in that upper right-hand corner that blue, that grayish blue she picked up. There you go. Yeah, that looked really good there. See, I've got those white LEDs on there for color correction. So
it's just nice. I like to look for these colors, and it's like a feeling that you get. It's like a feeling. All right, so we're not gonna flash dance.
okay, get your close-up camera.
Which one? Up here.
This one.
I'm gonna get up into the hair.
There you go.
All right, I've got this lighter color. We have 2 layers of lighter colors that are going to be happening, and maybe some darker. And I'm going to come and I'm going to create this sort of feeling of her hair.
Wow.
Right? I'm just creating just the feeling of her hair. I'm going to maybe come around here. And I'm being very not specific about it. I'm even going over the darker color. Right? And then I picked up a little brown there, but I don't worry about it because I do want it to be streaky and I need it to be lighter than what's there. So when I come with the white highlights and then eventually the glow paint, there's a whole feeling.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it's a...
And I'm going to come along the top of her brow line with this. Is that still in the up close cam? Right? And I'm going to feather this up, feather light. This is light brush pressure. This is very, very gentle, what I'm doing.
This is angry statue pressure.
This is, I am now painting a weeping angel for fun and giggles. But I realized I've made a huge mistake. And I'm just continuing to do it so that I don't blink.
Yep.
That's the pressure you're looking for. Everyone's going to be like, I can't even do, I wonder if I'm going to get any of these paintings. You guys share your paintings with me, but it's like the fairy unicorn. One person did that. One person did the owl. One. You know, whereas like the mermaid, I got a bunch of the mermaid, or I got Claire's Dream. I got a bunch of Claire's Dream.
So Shannon just joined us.
Shannon, hi. Hi, Shannon. I see Shay. Hi. How are you doing? What's going on, Shannon?
So lots of people joining us from all over the place.
All over the place. I'm going to work out. I'm going to come around this cheekbone here, and I'm going to lighten this up just right here. And the thing is it's actually good. This is when the canvas having tooth and giving you a little grief is wonderful, because it gives it that feeling of being stone or cast cement.
Ooh.
Right? So now it's suddenly, it's in your favor. That thing that was giving you grief earlier is working out for you. I'm going to add a little the makeup people are like, wait, I know what she's doing. We're going to add a little highlight. We're going to help her deal with her issues by giving her a little highlight in her brow bone.
I think Tashanda's granddaughter is really into.
Virginia Goodnight says she can't hear it. Can everyone hear?
Yeah, I think that
the mermaid was fun.
Yeah, I think that everyone, or a lot of other people were saying they could hear. Sometimes your browser.
Blanchy Ruby is working on Firecat.
Oh.
I love Firecat.
Now, if
didn't get that many Firecats.
If you are watching and you ever catch that for whatever reason the screen goes black and you can still hear audio, or conversely the video goes and audio locks up, just refresh the page, because sometimes the live streamers can lock up, but we're generally still running out here.
Yeah, and we're trying to work out, like, even our starting announcement, like I was supposed to say, besides announcing Ken and George, I was also supposed to say that and you got does anyone see the iCard? Did the iCard ever work?
Right, I think it
yeah, it did.
We'll check that.
Okay. I was supposed to say that you could fast forward and rewind and do all this stuff even on this live broadcast.
Yeah, watch your close-up camera there.
Okay, got it. I'm giving her a little highlight on the neck.
Ah, there we go.
We're giving her a little highlight on the neck. And you know what? The paint went a little purple on me, but I don't care because I'm looking for a highlight is what I'm looking for. Right? Now I'm going to get my 1/2 inch angle brush for a little bit. I'm going to come back up to these eyeballs here. Like you do. And I'm going to give a little highlight to the upper part of this eyeball.
Ooh.
Just that. Yeah. Economy. And a highlight to the upper part of this eyeball. And I'm also going to take this and I'm going to give a little highlight to that lid right there.
Yeah.
We're going to come along here and highlight this lid right here. I'm going to come to the nose and I'm going to highlight just the top of this nose and up the bridge. You see that?
Yep.
Am I there?
You can. Yeah. We're catching it.
All right, we're catching.
We're watching. We're watching.
No, I'm just making sure I haven't lost my up close cam.
Yeah,
see, and I've highlighted the top of her nostril. Now I'm going to come on her lip.
Okay, now you can pull down.
Okay, and come on her lip a little bit.
Okay.
Just a little bit of this. This is going to get more extreme and come along her lip. Not all of it. And just right here on the inside.
Now, are you pulling from just one direction there? It's hard to see
I'm
there.
just pulling down.
Okay.
Work the brush however you have to get the result that you need. Right? It's really, at some point, you're just like, how can I make this brush do what I'm saying? So I'm going to take this light color that I've made, but it's not all the way white. It's just light. We need to save the all the way white. And I'm going to add a little highlight to this knuckle and another little highlight. That's kind of like this little round brush pull, little round brush pull, little round brush pull, round brush pull, round brush pull. I'm going to pull it down. I hope somebody can do this. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. I hope somebody can do this painting because I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I'd love to see a lot of weeping angels, but we're going to do a traceable. You know, if the drawing gets to be a little bit much, we're going to do a traceable. Never let drawing be the thing that keeps you from painting. Drawing's just a skill. It's just the one a lot of people give respect to.
It's a good skill, though.
It's a good skill.
It's just not the only one.
Yeah, it's just not the only one.
And you don't let it stand in the way of you doing other things.
Yeah. I'm going to come here and add this highlight to this hand.
That's really sharp. Is that some yellow?
No. It just does that.
Wow.
Wow. Wolf. Bad wolf. Ooh, that was a good one. That was a whole good series. Love Rose. I agree with Stephanie, who said, that's right, Sandra, you don't have to draw to paint really well. So I guess I'm also agreeing with Sandra. I agree with Stephanie and Sandra.
Indeed.
Totally true. All right, so I'm going to take this up. We're going to then make a very deep color and work a couple of things out, and then a light color, and then we're done, guys.
Ooh, we're getting close.
Of the paint, but we still got to take it to the blacklight party.
Well, yeah.
So I'm going to make that deep color that's the purple, blue, and brown. No white in it, very deep. I'm going to do an interesting thing. At the halfway mark of the mouth, wait. Thank you.
There you go.
You're training me. I'm going to make a little mound, and I'm going to make another little mound, and I'm going to fill in everything in this upper part up here. Okay. Everything in this upper part up here in this deep dark color. I'm going to take this deep dark color and I'm going to work a little bit under the nose up into this nostril area and then a little bit around. Just a little bit. Then a small light amount around the nasal folds and under this lip, this bottom lip.
Nice.
Just a little bit of this under this bottom lip. If you did the sugar skull with me, dude, not that different. Not that different if you did the sugar skull with me. You know, honestly, if you did the sugar skull, you can do this weeping angel. I don't know that the sugar skull people would do the weeping angel, but they could. Now, on her eye, I want you to very carefully, on a thin line, outline.
Why don't you pull the watch the close-up camera there. There you go.
Thank you.
And you know, next time you get a chance, there's been a couple questions about how to price paintings and how the prices go and things like that.
All right.
So just you know, as you're
And I got to do a post about that too.
Yeah.
I did one for the Creative Arts collaboration where I posted how I price paintings, what I think about the price, how you should price painting. Of course, everybody had some different opinions, but basically, I believe you should price it by the square inch. Okay. You can't price it by emotion. You can't price it by how hard it was to make. You can't price it by how many hours it took you, unless you're really, really fast. Commercial artists can charge by the hour because they're really, really fast. They are as fast as me and faster. I would be the slow speed on commercial art. So that's the only time you should be able to charge by the hour. If you're doing jewelry, you can include the cost of materials, but on painting, you know what your canvas is, you know what your paint is, and you should look at those things and factor those in so that helps you to determine what you've got to charge per square inch. And then you figure out, and I like to say it like this, how many people will show up to an art show that are not related to you by blood or marriage? Right? If you are only going to have your friends and your family at an art show, you are in the well under $1 a square inch range. And you can be the best artist in the universe and still be starting out there. If you can go to an art show and say 50 people show up, then you're in that $2 to $4 a square inch. And if you can carry an entire art show by yourself, you're kind of in that $4 to $10, and those people know who they are and they don't need my pricing help. They have really worked at their price. You price by what sells. So say you're a very, 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 very new artist and you're thinking, all right, I'm going to charge about 25 cents a square inch because it covers my materials and it's fast enough to cover my time, and I don't really know how many people are going to buy it, and everything you paint sells. You should raise your price by 15 to 20% until you're selling about, 2/3 of your stuff, but you're not, every single thing is off the wall. Another way that you can get your cost down is to do teeny tiny paintings so that you can start developing collectors. I could do a whole lecture on this. John knows how I feel about this. So you can start doing collectors, right? Because if you have collectors, then your prices can go up, but you can only have collectors if people have bought your paintings. See, I've got that very, very thin line there. Right now, because I'm not out showing and I'm not huffing my stuff all around craft shows, I'm not charging that much a square inch. Not that I get to sell anything, because I'm not booking in art shows all the time. And it's not even an ego thing, it's just a practical business thing. This is a business who's buying the artwork. Lindsay likes to say it sells for what it sells for.
Yep.
Yeah. You can just say, I think this is worth $10,000. If nobody's coming to buy it, maybe not. But that's the best way, because then you know what everything costs and you take the emotion out of it. And just put the business into it. So see, I've pulled that dark line out.
Oh, yeah.
Now we're going to give her some crow's feet. She needs some crow's feet. She's looking a little young here. So we're going to add a little line here, and a little line here, and then some lines right there. Oh, suddenly she ain't cute no more. We're giving her like the angry face. Right? And some lines right there.
See,
I'm going to come up under the brows and maybe even strengthen these up a little bit right here at the front. Is that catching them?
Oh, yeah.
And then I'm going to add some of these lines out here. Yeah, it makes a big difference, doesn't it?
It does.
She's so angry, man. She's so taking your life force. I'm sorry about the business talk, because it's just really how it goes. It's just, you figure out your price per square inch and then you charge for it. Like in Houston,
they appreciated it. No, there's a lot of people who really, they said thank you for taking the time and they want to know more. So
yeah, in Houston right now, if you're a very established artist and you're constantly booking shows and you're really selling, you're about $2 a square inch if you're at the top of your game. If you're $4 a square inch, galleries are exhibiting you by themselves. By the way, you don't get to raise your prices because the gallery takes half. You just have to live with it. And if you sell online, sometimes galleries won't carry you. But then, I don't know with online sales, like you need to be with galleries anymore.
But I get all my paintings for free.
But John has kidnapped all my paintings, so my paintings are literally no value. Except you guys love them.
I'm keeping them so that they can go on display for everyone to see.
That's his belief. John has a belief that someday these will be on display.
Well, I mean, like when we have our get together with everyone, I'm sure that you watch your close-up camera.
Oh, thank you. I'm sorry, you're gonna be laughing.
Well, because at some point we're gonna have we'll have a Sherpa in, a big Sherpa Con, Sherpa Fest.
Paint in.
Sherpa Fest.
A paint in Sherpa Fest. That's right.
And then
Sherpa stock.
There we go. Yeah, Sherpa stock. And then at Sherpa stock, we'll
Which
have,
will be called Sherpa stock. He called it.
Yeah. We'll make sure that we have all the paintings there for everyone to see at Sherpa stock, so they can talk with their other friends in the community about about their experiences when they painted.
I guess I like that part when you talk about that people have memories and experiences of having painted these paintings.
Yeah.
You know? Like, you know, the lady who wrote us, whose name we're not saying, but I mean, she has that first painting. That's the first painting she did. That painting means a lot.
Yeah, and we've had a lot of people who have painted with these paintings with, getting over the loss of loved ones.
I hate to interrupt. I'm just saying,
Sure, yeah.
Pull down a little shadow under the hairline, guys. This is a little bit like the wave, that little beach wave, beach combing. Pull down a little shadow under the hair. Just to, because she's a statue, she doesn't have natural hair, so she'd have a hard shadow under her hair. Okay. Sorry, John.
Oh, no, it's okay.
You keep going.
No, I was actually...
Go back to SherpaCon. I like that fantasy.
Oh, I think that SherpaCon's great.
SherpaCon is such a good fantasy. I really like the one where we have a motorhome and we're traveling.
Yes, where we take Sherpa stock on the road.
John Straub is just laughing at us now.
I think he's in.
He's like, this is great. Let's just do this nonsense now. Sherpa. He's just having a whole moment. All right, I'm going to move this back up to the eyes just to mess with you guys. I'm sorry. So the thing is like, this is actually, if you were ever trying to learn how to do faces, she's a good one because you don't have to be perfect in what you're doing at all. I'm going to add a little shadow to the inside here of her mouth and a little bit down her lip just to make sure it's there and maybe strengthen that. And just a little bit up the side here. Strengthen that cheekbone. Okay, so we got that and that and that. Guess what we get to do next?
What are we going to do next?
We get to get the half-inch brush.
Half-inch? Where's that?
It's right here.
Okay.
And put out some more white paint because we ran out.
Woohoo!
Woohoo! Woohoo! I'm actually terrifyingly out of sparkling blueberry sake.
Oh my gosh, are you?
Yeah.
Do we need to find some other Sherpa?
No, I'm okay.
Some Sherpa sippy? In between?
I feel like the little bottom dregs were my antioxidants. So I've got just the last bit of that not white.
Burning Sherpa.
Not burning Sherpa. Did somebody say that? Woo! Well, I guess we could start there. We could go to Burning Man.
Do a giant. It's an art festival like Burning Man, but with more clothes, and we don't burn the art at the end.
Sometimes when we switch cameras, it goes black and it creeps them out due to subject matter.
You mean like?
They're having car action tonight. Come see this 54 Ford, Dad. I love you, but I'm watching paint dry. I love that Teresa's like, Dad, I'm watching paint dry. Teresa's funny. All right. So I've got, let me move my camera. You guys are so funny. I don't know what I do without y'all. I'm kind of like, it's like I'm imprinted. Is that what baby ducks are? So do like short brush strokes like at the top of this, and I'm going to kind of maybe outline this a little bit with this light color, and do these shorter sort of flat, firm pressure brush strokes, okay guys? Of this not totally bright white, sort of the off-white statue color, and I'm coming along here, I'm varying up my pattern, and as I come down over the shadow, I let it be a very dry brush.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all we're going to say about her wings there.
Gotcha.
Okay. Now, we'll do the big brush first and then the little brush again. We're going to get just this like white, just tone it back just a scotch, but it's really just a white.
Yeah.
And I'm going to come to the top of the hair. Wait, forgot to move my camera. And I'm just very lightly pressure. See this?
Yep.
Just light pressure. This is going to be great later when we're adding the glow paint. Glow paint fixes everything.
So there was a you have to adjust your
Okay.
close-up camera there. Now, while you're on it, there was someone asking about the canvas corners.
Yeah.
Now, some of them are cut and some of them are folded.
Oh, I know. I hate the new practice. hate the new practice of cutting it.
Yeah. So, but
Don't
so
love it.
cheap ones are cut, and the
Hi, Patricia. How are you? Art alternate canvases are folded corners. Yes.
so
Yeah. They should be folded. Correct is folded. Wrapped like a perfect package. I don't think she has it up anymore, but my mom had a 700,000 view video on stretching canvas, and it really is supposed to be this fold, and it's a stretch thing, and they should not be cut. I just don't like cut. John sends his sympathy for missing the auction. He said, John, my dad sends his sympathy for missing the auction. He says, Metal Shine is so pretty. He's been there with paint thing. Yeah, Dad, it's a paint thing. I love her.
yeah.
I buy panels too.
Well,
Awesome.
at some point, I'll share some pictures of my metal painting.
Yeah.
We'll do that a little later.
John is right
It's
there
close.
with your dad, Teresa. He's like right there, except he's been wrangled into this. Though he keeps saying, "You're gonna paint my car, right?"
Well, I'm gonna bring her out there, and she has to paint some stuff on the side for me.
I'm gonna add this bright highlight just to the center of this forehead right here, okay? And I'm breaking it
that's
up,
so nice.
right? Doesn't it?
Yeah, it really paints
It's
it
just
pop out.
painting is just layering. It's just layering. The more you layer, the more realistic it gets. Sometime on time lapse, I'll show you guys if you're all fond of that super hyper realism. I'll show you how. I'll do that. I
has
wouldn't
been a-
teach it here because we'd be here like for 8 hours. That's got to be time lapse.
But this is a great collaboration.
This is. I'm liking this. I can't wait to see the card, the whole video. I'm going to watch the whole thing. I'm so sorry they had technical difficulties, and I'm just sending them love. I haven't seen them. Have you seen Ken or George they're probably just still like panicking at their computer.
No, I'm sure they've gotten it figured out.
I hope so. I think we'd see them.
I think that people are probably, it's.
So I'm putting these highlights. I've highlighted between the wrinkles.
Oh yeah, that looks nice.
Right? Are you mentally, emotionally getting ready to turn the lights off?
I am.
I'm going to highlight this cheekbone right here and across her. Is that down enough? Across. Oh, right across her face here. I'm going to, at the top of her nose, add a little highlight. Each side of the nostrils and then up the bridge. Okay. Okay. I got a negative comment about the MKs. Stop saying okay.
We'll
Not
get right on
happening.
that.
I'm going to highlight the outer part of her mouth here. Top of her chin. And then top of her chin. And then here at the neck. Just a little bit at the neck. Are she starting to look statuey?
Oh, I think so.
Awesome.
Pretty scary statuey.
Pretty scary statuey, right?
This is so well timed because it's also good for Halloween.
It is. Dude, hang this up in your house for Halloween.
This is another great seasonal Halloween painting too.
I'm going to come over on the cam to the wing. All right, here we go. We're going to put these little the shorter brush strokes are at the top of the wing. You can even add a little highlight right here. And then as you get further into the wing, take them longer. If you need to add a little moisture to your brush to get flow, do it. And start putting these feathers in her very scary, completely creepy wing. Look at that.
Wow.
I really hope I see Facebook populated with a whole bunch of screamy, creepy angels, and then I don't know. Maybe I don't. I'm starting to think that thought out. All right, I'm gonna take this to her hand. Very important work we're about to do at the hand. Knuckle. Make a little round highlight the knuckle. Little stroke down. Can you guys see that? Little
I
round
can see
stroke
that.
at the knuckle, and then we're going to do the nail. Knuckle, down, round stroke at the knuckle, thong, thin stroke at the nail. Define the nail out if you've got to. Can you guys see those nails? I want to play in her closet of supplies. Really feeling caring. Shelly hates it. I sometimes I miss the chat. You guys have a whole thing going on. And I'm like, I'm just here painting.
It's really hard to I mean, there's so much going on out here in the chat that it's really great if you guys have a chance to come and join us in the chat everyone, we have a really wonderful community out here. They're always talking about the different aspects of painting. Right now, there's a great conversation about how scary the angel is looking right now.
She's super scary right now.
And, you know, we really appreciate you guys coming and hanging out with us. It's so nice to have a community of people out here and, you know, talking with us and sharing your time with us. So thank you for coming.
So yeah, totally. Thank you for coming. So what I want to point out to you is I do these nails. Notice how they're not like all perfectly lined up together. I mean, they're like these are horrible sharp nails that can do damage. Even though these things never actually do any damage. Aren't they really predatory for something that sends you back in time and steals your time? They look like this is some weird evolution. Like, why all this?
Those are some time talons.
They're time talons. Oh, I laughed at that joke. That's so sad. I created a highlight here at the edge of the hand that I forgot to totally explain because John made me laugh. I used to be a good art teacher.
You're on a face now.
We're back on the face, and we're going to work the mouth a little bit. At this part of the lip, I'm going to add just a little bit of white, and at this part of the lip, I'm going to add just a little bit of white. Right here, coming out the outer edge, but not the whole lip, a little bit of white. One more at the chin. Coming up to the eyes. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to come in between these two dark lines and make sure this is highlighted. These two dark lines, make sure this is highlighted. Add just a little highlight right there. A little highlight right at the brow line. And then here's the thing, and this is going to matter. And then we get to go black light.
All right.
Are you guys ready?
We're ready.
This is a ball in the socket, so you need to create a highlight on it. Because it's a stone ball. And that is just the creepiest painting I've ever done on Heart Party. Oh my goodness. Woo! Doctor Who. Oh. Doctor Who. But do we want to go black light? Does anyone want to take it to the black light?
I think we do want to take it to the black light. So we're gonna what we'll do here is we're gonna work a little magic
with red lipstick. How would the thing? I'm gonna put my black light lipstick on.
You're gonna put your black light lipstick on.
I am.
And then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to
give them a glimpse of what it's gonna look like.
Well, what we'll do is we'll pull up some graphics. We'll let them see the little intro graphic while I switch over the lights.
I'm just gonna put my lipstick on even though they're here.
Darn. We'll switch over while they do that.
It's a skill. I don't know what's happening.
So they're all still here checking it out, but we did lose.
Clearly not a makeup video. That's how you apply black. Made a makeup video.
That's so funny.
What?
You're worried about the makeup video.
Oh my goodness.
So that everyone got some. Whoop! There's you. And you're gonna want to see the, of course, all of our friends what they're having to say. They thought that was some fun stuff while we were switching over.
No sound is what they said.
Yeah, we got it back up. I had it back up. There was no sound.
You're gonna get us like totally like this could have been 10 million views, but for the sound,
you know
John.
What? It's just that I just have to mess the sound up.
Because that's what keeps us small, is our inability to handle production. And also this weird yellow lipstick, which isn't working at all. I should have done blue. Cool graphics. It's back. Just check if people are listening. Oh, that's when it's the art Sherpa right now is John Strappa. He's just like honestly pretending to be. Hi, Jen. Candace, scary. Thank you. All right, she is scary, right? Like that's freaky right now.
Yeah,
but I put out my Lucas. Put out my Lucas, but you could use any of the glow in the dark paints. And I'm going to grab about a 1-inch filbert.
1 inch.
I don't have any water on it. This is going to be a dry brush. It's really fun to like watch it get its thing. I'm going to load up some of the glow in the dark paint. What I do the glow in the dark paint, so if you don't have a black light, it will still work. So you don't, if say you were just painting with the glow in the dark paint.
Where are you going to do it at?
I'm going to do it at the wing.
All right, let's get the close-up camera out there.
Okay. If you didn't have, say, okay, wait, camera here. If you didn't say have a black light and you were painting with the glow in the dark paint, you would just paint a regular light and then turn off the light and see what it looked like.
Yep.
Yeah, that's all you do. All right, back to the up close cam. So I'm going to come here and I'm going to make feathers. Can you guys see my feathers?
Yeah, we can.
Isn't this fun?
This looks really cool.
Oh, okay, so you guys keep watching her. Watch her, because this is when she gets her powers. I'm going to also run this along the top line of her wing a little bit, because I would like that line to really show. Now, theoretically, what would happen when you turned off the light for this is that she would glow in the dark, which would be really freaky, right?
Yeah.
And the reason I really like this Lucas and the other these paints is they're very translucent. How are we liking this?
I think it looks pretty good.
Nice hold up the brush. We can't see. Holding up the brush. See it?
A little glow on there.
A little glow. Can I do the bunny and see if it'll... Oh, that totally works. That's why she does that. Okay.
The camera says...
Thank you again.
The camera says, I can focus
Graveyard
on
Girl for helping me on YouTube. That girl helps me so much. She's like my unpaid consultant. Hold up your hand if your camera can't see you. Thank you. Follow the line of the hair with your glow paint. Who is tripping out? Because I tripped out when I first designed this and I did her. I was like, I can't, because I had to do it alone. So I didn't blink. I was just putting eye drops in. That's what was happening for me. I'm going to add a little bit to her cheekbone right here.
Make sure you pull down there with it when
Okay.
you do. It's okay. Just when you do, put there.
Okay, and I'm going to make sure I get some highlights on this brow here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now I may switch to a smaller brush in a second. But I just want to make sure I've got enough paint to really have it show. I'm going to come out the outside of her little jawline there. Maybe put a dab at her chin. Outside the neck. Shadow it in. Is she not just starting to like show up in some crazy way? I'm going to get a smaller filbert. This is a 1/2 inch filbert. I'm going to pick that up there. And is that, where's that? It's the eye. I'm going to add a little highlight to the eye. Can I see that? Ooh, then when she really seemed completely creepy. Top of the brow line.
Oh, yeah.
Did somebody make a creepy noise? Because I can come over there and smack you.
So what kind of sounds do creepy angels make?
They don't have to make any sounds because you're busy not blinking. Is she... Okay, so I got to move that down.
Yep, move it down. There you go.
There we go. So we're going to come here and we're going to work her nose a little bit. Because what you're trying to do is take the same places that you put bright, bright highlights and add these. And you might even add some of that under the eye. You're trying to freak people out. That's what you're trying to do.
You're working it out. You got it.
You can add some to this lid here. You can even put some under the eyebrow. Definitely, definitely. You know what I forgot to do?
What'd you forget to do?
The fangs.
To do what?
Fangs.
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 We still have time for fangs.
We still have time for fangs, absolutely. It's going to be crazy to like see fangs. I'm going to get her in. I'm going to get her hand in, and then the last thing we're going to do is we're going to give her fangs.
You know, fangs are optional?
Fangs are not optional on these. They're
okay.
not.
Okay.
But it's okay.
We'll definitely
the painting's
do fangs.
not over as long as we get... we're not like somehow missed the the right to do fangs. You might want to switch to a bright for the nails so that they glow.
You mean a bright brush?
Yeah, a bright brush, not a bright light.
And that's one of the round brushes?
Yeah, I'm going to have to do that for the fangs in a minute anyway, so then I'll work out the nails. But I'm just taking where I put the white paint, and I'm making sure that that claw is threatening even at night.
Definitely.
Threatening claw. Threatening claw. And you can even come and like create a little line there. You just want to show that that's happening there. Now I'm going to get a small brush. Detail or a bright will work. I've got a bright. I'm going to put out a little white paint, which may or may not show here.
Yeah, I think we can see that. Your cup's a little in the way.
I'm going to move the cup. This is a tiny... Stop yawning, John. Other John Strappa. My John is a sweetie pie. John's like,
he's a sweetie pie too.
He's like, I'm a sweetheart. Good people. Just in the mouth, and hopefully we can see that even in the black light. I'm going to come in and add some really scary white fangs that are just downward triangles.
Oh yeah.
Because these guys had that and they were super scary.
Yep, you can definitely see it.
Then I'm going to just do 2 triangles on this side. Because I looked at this monster bunch and that's what they had, and now I'm freaked out because they've seen me, they know. And I'm going to get that white paint off now that I've got the teeth in. I just need to have some teeth going for like later, for when the lights are on. She needs some teeth. And you can do more refined teeth. I'm sorry about the teeth, guys. Oh, let me move it over to my hand.
Yeah, the rest, everyone out there definitely thinks that they need fangs.
Yeah, they have to have fangs.
You know, I think it was Stephanie. Was it Stephanie who said it? Somebody said, "What are they going to do? Gum me to death?"
No, they're going to send you through time and steal your potential. The fangs are a completely useless device other than to scare the crud out of you. There we go. So see, that helps us get those nails more defined. And then, you know, when the fangs are in there, then you can come in and add a little bit of highlight on the glow-in-the-dark paint to the fangs.
You swing your camera around too,
so that the fangs are also glowing.
Oh yeah.
Fangs, yeah, that's completely creepy, right? You guys are watching her, right? Everybody's watching her. You know, if you want to come along and define the lips just a little bit at the top here, you can. I'm going to. So that she's just a little more threatening even. I might even come to the outside of the eye a little bit. Just to create a definition here. And I might, just so they don't feel like lashes, add some of this highlight. So I think she's pretty creepy.
I think that's pretty cool.
And like, I feel like if I write "don't blink" here, because this is translucent paint, it won't really show during the daytime.
Ooh, that'd be funny.
So that'd be kind of fun. So I'm going to do it. You don't have to do this, but I'm going to do it. I didn't do it on the first one, but I was like, sorry I didn't. And this is just our time together.
Yeah.
You know, like it's like some message from another little species. Right? I'm not saying like I have great handwriting or anything. That's a totally different show. But I think in this, like, it's best if it feels like sort of hand done and thin, and so it doesn't show. The Lucas paint will not really show in regular light. But I mean, if you're putting this up for the holidays, or for like you were creating this for like a Doctor Who fan, and like they turn off the lights and then this happens, oh, they might like it. Don't blink. So you could do it or not do it. It's totally up to you. I don't know if we can get the regular lights on so you can, or I gotta hold her up.
Oh yeah. Oh, do you want me to flip on the overhead just to see her real quick in regular light too?
Mm-hmm. Just real quick so they can see her in regular light. No. Oh, yellow is a terrible choice. Ooh. Good in black light. No, you can. Oh, okay. Are we good? Are we saying goodbye in black light?
We can say goodbye. You want to say goodbye in white light?
Red rum. Red rum. Red. Okay, that's just stupid now. I guess. Oh. When you're wearing yellow lipstick, make sure you have a yellow chicken on your head.
Yep.
I like red rum. Did you hide chat? No. Creepy. It is creepy. This is a little creepy. Kate just closed out of the video and click on it again. She's like, I got this already closed out. It's not The Shining. Hey, did you guys love it? Did you love it? Did you have fun? Are you going to come back again? I hope you're going to come back again. I'm probably going to paint again like this for sure. And again, it was really fun to have all of you here. I love that there's a breakfast club. I love that you guys come. I don't know what our number ended up being.
We had over 100.
That's incredible. That's amazing. Tell your friends about it. If you got Doctor Who fans, go watch Doctor Who now. I want to see you guys at the easel really soon.
Yeah. Bye-bye, guys.
Bye-bye. This is terrible, y'all.